podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view. My drop. I know my drop. I know my situation. I don't want to fight.
Production.
But it's gonna be very different for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's up, everybody out there in the TBV universe? It's your boy MG. I'm back here with another one. Everybody is slacking while I'm working, but y'all know how I do. I wanted to start doing these like when fighters retire. I want to start giving these guys their roses while they can still smell them. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, 30 years go by and people realize how good somebody was or how great somebody was, or God forbid somebody passed away and then everybody want to praise them and talk about their accomplishments and accolades. But I want to start doing that now. So whenever a fighter or somebody retires, we're going to start paying homage to them and show them that we really do appreciate the work that they've been putting in the sport. But before we get to the subject at hand, y'all know me, I got to pay some bills. So if you like what you're hearing right now, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. And if you want to go one step farther, head over to ThaBoxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and click on the Amazon link, bookmark that link, save that link, and do all your shopping through that link. It costs you absolutely nothing, but we do get a little kickback every time you use that link. Also, we got something new. There is a Dazn link in the description box. Now, if you want to go through our link and sign up for Dazn that way, you can. Dazn is a platform that offers boxing, MMA, Golden Boy, Matchroom, and the WBSS. So there'll be a lot of boxing on Dazn. So if you want to sign up, use that link in our description box and go ahead and sign up. But hey, let's go and kick some ass, man, and get back to the show. Let's start with what James Degale said. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Now we're talking about James Degale announcing his retirement for the sport of boxing. First off, man, hats off to James Degale, man. I really do appreciate watching you fight these past 3 years, and you've been overly exciting, and you always come to fight, even though sometimes the fight aren't pretty or aren't pleasing because you are a southpaw, and sometimes those things do clash. But you've been on the road. I mean, you fought Badu Jack, Andre Darrell, Lucian Boutte, George Groves, and we're going to talk about the George Groves fight. But I mean, you fought some of the very best at 168, and I just want to say, man, hats off to you. But let's get to his quote. It's hard to admit I'm not the fighter I once was, but I'm a human, and along the way, my injuries have taken a toll on me, both on my mind and body. So he's saying that it's not the fact that he can't do it anymore, or the fact he doesn't feel like he has a skill level. He just feels like his body is breaking down and he can't train properly or go through a 12-round grueling match, because I mean boxing does take a toll on people. And sometimes, man, like Floyd, we all know Floyd Mayweather, his hands broke down later on in his career. So with that being said, no shame in that. Get into some more quotes. Let me see. Today marks 10 years since my professional debut on January 28, 2009. And today is the day I am announcing my retirement from boxing. It's been an unbelievable journey, and I've had an amazing decade. If I'm honest, the best years of my life. And having started boxing at the age of 9, being selected as part of the England amateur squad, I collected many memories along the way. Sorry about that. I had to hit the blunt real quick. It's hard to admit that I'm not the fighter I once was, but I'm human. And along the way, my injuries have taken a toll on me, both mind and body, and these things have contributed to the impact performance in the ring. I lost the fight on Saturday at the O2, but I'm touched to have a good send off from the fans in my home city. Yeah, I gotta admit the fight at the O2 was pretty packed for Eubank and Degale, and seemed like people had a lot of interest in that fight. So it was a good way to send off Degale. Let's get to some accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 2008 Olympic gold medalist, and I believe that Olympic was in Beijing, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he now everybody knows to win the gold medal, man. It takes a lot. I mean, you're not going in there. You're not picking your fights, and sometimes you're fighting multiple times a day. So winning a gold medal and being the best in the world is a major feat, and it shouldn't be glossed over. Also, he's a two-time world champion. He lost to Caleb Truax, and like a real champion does, he went back for the rematch and got his belt back. He had an early loss with George Groves that's highly debatable. Some people I know, feel like he won that fight, and uh, they didn't really reflect it on the cards. So, with that being said, maybe if his body builds back up, maybe the George Groves rematch is a big enough fight over in England to get the fans excited again. It may be a big enough fight worldwide. So I mean, also James Gill has given us one of the best fights in the last 5 years with him and Badu Jack. That fight right there was a high level, intense match between two guys who wanted to go out there and take each other out, and they proved that on the night that they were the best super middleweights in the world. So big ups to James Degale for that. Now I want to get to some shit that I really didn't too much care for. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't a fan of. You know, this motherfucker Carl Froch, and big ups to Michael Benson. Carl Froch was on Talk Sport this morning, and if you know Carl Froch, we know that it seems like every time somebody retires in 168 or 175, he has something to say. When Andre Ward retired, he was like, "Oh man, nobody's gonna miss him. Nobody's gonna be this. Nobody's gonna be excited. Nobody wanted to see him fight anyway. So he's doing the sport a favor by retiring." I felt that was very disrespectful, and at the time, I wasn't on TBV, so I couldn't address it. But now I can address it. I got time today. You know what I'm saying? I got time today, Carl Froch. Coming out here, man, and disrespecting people when they retire, and it's supposed to be about just reflecting on the great career you had. It sounds like you sour, man. And if you're that sour, call one of these guys out. Get one of these guys back in the ring with you. Don't just talk shit on Twitter. Matter of fact, let's get to this motherfucking tweet. Carl Froch on James Degale retirement. He was a great fighter. You've got to have massive respect for him. But was he the best of the best? He wasn't. If we met, I have had been too strong for him. I've had backed him up and absolutely smashed him to bits. Ooh, I thought you said you was gonna fight the winner between Andre Dirrell and James Degale. And what happened? What happened, Carl Froch? You fucking retired. So now, when another guy retires, and you see maybe a chink in the armor, you see Chris Eubank beat him. You want to start talking shit now and hope, because let's be real. When guys come out talking shit now, and he's been retired 3 years, this tells me that he want a payday. He want a big money fight. Talk bad about Andre Ward. Talk bad about George Groves. Talk bad about James Degale. Somebody's telling me he want to fight. And when Ward offered him that fucking rematch, he ain't nowhere to be found. Ward said to this day, I believe it was last week, hey man, you can still get it if you want it. And he don't want it. He don't want to fight. He just want to talk shit on Twitter. And I like Carl Froch. I was a fan of Carl Froch. I like his toughness, his ruggedness, his ability to just be fucking meaner and grimier than the other guy. But coming on Twitter and talking like this, man, come on, man, you better than that. Especially when somebody is announcing their retirement. There's no room in the sport of boxing for this kind of stuff if you don't have a fight coming up with the guy. All this animosity, all this built up hatred, all this public criticism can wait a week or two. But on the day that he retires, you want to come out with that tweet? You want to smash him to bits, and you ran from him? You retired after he beat Derail? Come on, man. And you know why you retired, right? Let's be real. We know why you retired. In the Andre Derail fight with you, Andre Derail was winning that fight. He definitely won that fight. And he got jobbed. He got robbed over there. So you seen a guy go out to the U.S. to another man's country and beat the guy who really beat you. Really beat you. And now, after he beat him, you didn't want to fight him. You want to fucking retire. But now when he decides to retire, you want to bring his name up? Come on, man. You better than that, bro. You way better than that. You better than that, man. But look here, man. Let's get off Carl Froch, man, and let's get back to the guy that we came here to show some gratitude to, James Degale. I just want to say, man, massive respect to you. The first what is it? Olympic gold medalist and world champion in Britain. It wasn't Anthony Johnson. It was you. You're the first one who got a gold medal and a championship. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to you for that feat. Also, man, a lot of people over in England need to be more gracious towards this guy. I don't know why you guys don't like him. I don't know why you guys don't support him the way you should. It's because he had a better career than George Groves did after you guys robbed him over there. Come on now, man. There's no way that this man should not be celebrated, decorated, and everything over in England, man. He's a gold medalist and two-time world champion, 25-3-1. And the losses that he had are not no losses to fucking wins over. You got a guy in Caleb Truax that lost to, I believe, Jermaine Taylor and somebody else that was pretty high up. Also, you got Chris Eubank Jr., who a guy who had to win this past weekend, absolutely had to win. And then you got Badu Jack, which was a draw. So there you go. And George Groves, man, we already know what happened with that fight. Come on, y'all. We already know what happened with that fight. But yeah, man, just big ups to James Degale, man, Chunky. I don't know what your career is gonna be after boxing, but I hope you find something that you love and just put your all into it like you did boxing, man. We appreciate you, and like I said, I'm gonna start doing this more and more often, man. Giving these guys the shine while they deserve it. I don't want to wait 5 years, wait 10 years, wait 20 years to get these guys their just due. Let's start giving these guys their just due now. This guy, to me, in my opinion, gold medalist, two-time world champion, definitely going in the Hall of Fame. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. It might be an N or if he goes in first ballot, but if he doesn't go in first ballot, absolutely should go in second ballot. Until next time, it's your boy MG. You find me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And yeah, like I said, man, start supporting these guys, man. Start giving these guys their flowers while they can still smell them. And yeah, man, just support TBV. Until next time, I'm out this thing. Peace.